Hello friend, today we're making this creamy Cajun beef pasta. If you're interested in that, please continue watching. Here we will start off by browning our ground beef. This is 500 grams of ground beef. However, this recipe does not have exact measurements. It's merely to show a method of cooking that will result in a really good pasta. Please use your discretion, especially as it relates to seasoning. Also, don't comment on how much oil is in here. I did realize it was quite a bit, but I did use it for the second stage as well. Very important for this recipe. It's a Cajun dish. I'm using this Cajun seasoning for those Cajun flavors. I'm putting quite a lot of it on the meat here. The meat always has to be super seasoned. Now I'm also adding smoked paprika here. Paprika is very good for giving you a nice color to the dish you're creating. I hate it when the meat looks brown or just bland. Once our meat is browned, we set it aside and saute some onions. After a minute or so, I now add my peppers, also to saute further. Make sure your heat is on medium to low. You don't want to burn any of these. You really just want to give them time to caramelize and get really good flavor on them. I have learned this trick of really seasoning even when you're sauteing the little vegetables, especially for pasta. It's very important. Add the chilies now, and then same time add the garlic. I'm adding about a heaped tablespoon. I always add far more garlic if it is the pre-minced or pre-grated one. I find that the flavor isn't as staunch as you would have it if it was fresh. Always multitasking. We're starting our pasta now on the side. I always cook my pasta once I see that I've made quite a lot of traction on my actual sauce, because I like to take it directly from the water into whatever I'm making so that I don't have time for it to sit and stick together. I add oil to my water. I know there are a lot of discussion around this, but I honestly don't know which one is which. I just add my oil. Extra precautionary measure, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So anyway, this is the pasta I'm using. I'm showing you so that you can see exactly which one I'm using. I add enough for 2 people here and just cook it according to package instructions. Back to our sauce, I have some spring onion. I always cook the white parts way ahead of the green parts because they only go at the end so that they don't wilt too much or lose, I don't know, volume and flavor. After a while, I add my flour. I'm only adding a bit, about 1.5 tablespoons. Even though I'm using cream for this recipe, I find that flour stabilizes even cream. So I always add it, cook it down for about a minute or 2 so that it doesn't taste raw on the end, sauce. But I always add it even when using cream, especially for pasta. I honestly find that it stabilizes the cream and it makes it thicker much faster than I would have to wait for it to cook down a little bit if I hadn't added this. So whenever I use the flour method, I add a little milk in the beginning just to make sure the sauce comes together. It's literally just enough for the sauce to come together. The minute it does, I start adding my cream like I will here. ended up using about 400 ml of this fresh cream. I always add this hot English mustard to my creamy dishes. It adds a depth of flavor that is incredible. So if you have hot English mustard, do add it. I hope you're starting to notice the theme here. The Cajun seasoning is a huge part of this dish. It's the easiest way of getting an amazing flavor. I follow that up with, these are not mixed herbs actually. I use this container, but this is sweet basil, dry sweet basil. It is amazing. I am actually obsessed. Stir that through, make sure it's in there until it looks lovely like this. Now adding back our ground beef that was browned earlier. We're nearing the end, folks. We're nearing the end. One of the biggest mistakes I see cooks make is having too little sauce for the pasta. You'd rather have more sauce than what you need, because if you recall any pasta dish from restaurants, it is smothered in the sauce and it's not sparingly, put over it. So make sure you go overboard with this one. This is how you get that extra luscious, pasta. And as mentioned before, as you can see, once my pasta is perfectly al dente, I take it directly from the pot into my sauce. I find this is so much easier than having it drained on the side and then possibility of it getting stuck to, the other pasta, which is so bad. So anyway, once I have all my pasta in this one dish that has my sauce, I just toss it through until the pasta is fully coated. You're not cooking the pasta further in the sauce. You're just ensuring that the pasta is fully coated in this lovely sauce to serve. Then the green bits from our spring onions come to play now, and you are ready for the lovely bowls of goodness. And that's it for today's dish. You can obviously add lots of black pepper to enjoy. And that's all she wrote.